Hello, good afternoon, yarn lovers. Welcome back to episode 11 of Yarning with Mimi. This is my podcast about knitting, crochet, and my love for yarn. My name is Sherry Ann, also known as Mimi, which is what my grandchildren call me, so hence Yarning with Mimi. I'm coming to you from South Texas, close to the Mexican border. We have been having some beautiful weather lately, sometimes dipping down into the 50s, a little drizzly every now and then, but I think today it's up in the 70s, so it's really nice, very sunny outside, and not too hot. If you are returning viewers, I want to thank you very much for your support and welcome back. We are episode 11, so we are getting up there. We're now in the double digits. If you are new to this podcast, thank you for visiting. I hope you like what you see and what you hear. If so, please give this a thumbs up so the word can get out there and I can get known. And also, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Hit the little bell next to the subscribe button, and that way you'll be notified of any future episodes. You can reach me or find me on Instagram as sawood. I know I need to get more active on there, but I do have an Instagram, and I just need to really start posting more things. Also, I do have a Facebook group. Please head on over there and join the group. It is Yarning with Mimi. I know you'll have to request to join, but as soon as you do that, I'll go ahead and accept, and we can get that group growing. If you should want to shoot me an email, please do so at yarningwithmimi@gmail.com. I'm always up for questions and suggestions and all of that wonderful stuff. I'm sorry I keep looking to the side, but I have some notes for today. Anyways, this is the part of the podcast where I give you an update on Mimi's Kind Knits. That is my small nonprofit organization that I have formed. It is registered with the state of Texas, and I do a whole lot of charity knitting and crochet and donate to various organizations. Anyways, recently what I have donated is for NICU. I've been working on Santa and elf hats, so we finished off that order of 24. I've made 12 preemie sweater and hat sets. That's been in the goings. I mean, I didn't do that in just the last 2 weeks, but I've had that going on for a while. So we have that ready to go. Approximately 30 hats. This is November month, and November month is Prematurity Awareness Month. Purple is the color to recognize this month, so I've made approximately 30 purple hats, different varieties of purple or different shades of purple, and so those will be donated. And also I have a little bag of booties, about 30 pairs of those, 28 or 30 pairs of those. So all of that is packed in a bag, ready for delivery to NICU. And that will happen this week, either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I actually have somebody coming to pick them up. So that has been happening for NICU. I am still working on hats for the school district. I did deliver a second batch a couple of weeks ago, and the director of counseling services did contact me. They are very appreciative of the hats, and they're all really quite cute actually, but she did mention that the counselors for the middle school age children felt a little left out and wanted some for their kiddos. So I've really been making hats for the elementary school age children. So this next batch I have going is for the middle school age. They are a little larger. Here is a batch that I have ready so far. Sorry about that, my phone started making noises. I got a new phone yesterday, and if I accidentally touch something, it starts making noises. So I got to get used to that, I guess. So anyways, I do have hats for the girls. They are a little larger than the hats for the elementary school age children. We have the camel ones for the boys. And then some more pink with sparkly for the girls. So those take me a little longer to get ready, but this next batch is going to be for the middle school age children. I am participating in the Pink Slipper Project. Please check it out. It is a project where the administrators are in contact with numerous shelters for women of domestic abuse and violence, and the members do make washcloths and slippers and sometimes some blankets for animals at some of the shelters where they accept animals. Anyway, so for these last couple of weeks, I have 6 pairs of slippers going to Seattle, Washington, and I have 10 washcloths going to New Mexico. So that is the update from Mimi's Kind Knits. We are always working on washcloth, slippers, and hats, and items for the NICU. So let's move on to finished objects. I was really kind of hoping I had some hats to show you. My daughter had requested a hat with a pom-pom for both her and her girlfriend, so those hats have been made and already gifted out, so I don't have those to show you. And then also you just saw all the hats for middle school. I did make those these past couple of weeks. I have found a really cute pattern for slippers. It is made out of chunky weight yarn. What I do is I hold 2 strands of worsted weight yarn to get the chunky weight, and this pattern is on Joanne's website. It is a free pattern. So I've made, and I'm making slippers for my coworkers, but these are really cute. When you see them, they're nothing special. This is just red and white. This is blue and lilac. I have some fuchsia and baby pink. Then the fuchsia and lime green. And then these are the, oh my goodness, I forget what team it is, but it's like a rusty and off-white color. These slippers don't look really fancy, but I am telling you, when you put them on your feet, they are so super cute. I've already gifted out 4 pairs. These are the remaining pairs. I'm going to continue to make these for Christmas gifts and also for the Pink Slipper Project. I have several daughters, but 2 in particular, where they have both recently had friends that had babies. And my first daughter, her friend, her baby was actually due in January, but she just had the baby this week, so the baby's premature. So I did make a little premature set for her. I don't know if you can see that or if it's blowing out, but this is baby pink with the little preemie hat. And I also made her a Christmas dress. And I don't know if you can see, but that white yarn is actually sparkly yarn. And so I made that set for the little preemie baby. The yarn that I used, well, I'll tell you about that in a minute. My other daughter had a baby. Not my daughter. My daughter didn't have a baby. I'm sorry. My other daughter had a friend that had a baby. This baby was 7 pounds. So I made this little set. You can see the really pretty halo, the little fuzziness of this yarn, and then the hat to match. And the yarn that I used for this is a Hobby Lobby yarn. It's Baby Bee, Baby Lulu. And this is really, that looks backwards. I hope it's not backwards for you. But anyways, this is really pretty yarn. It is a weight 3. It is super duper soft. And I'm trying to find the makeup of this. It is 62% polyamide and 38% acrylic. But as you can see, it has a beautiful little fuzz. It's almost like Angora yarn. It is so beautiful when it is knit up. So I have those sets that are ready for delivery. Alright, so I stopped taking notes, so now we're just going to wing it. I'm going to show you some works in progress. As you know, I'm always working on hats, always working on washcloths, and preemie sets for the NICU. But I did a little bit of cleaning up in my studio. I call it my studio. It's my yarn room. It's an extra room in the house. And it's just mine for my yarn and essential oils and my Scentsy burner that I have going. And today I have butterscotch going, so my room smells really fantastic. Anyways, I did gather up all my project bags, and I'm going to show you what I have going on in some of them. Here's one little project bag. Don't you just love those chickens? They're knitting away chickens. Anyways, in this project bag, I have a few projects. And these are sock projects. So I have a lot of socks on the go. This is a pair of socks that I have going. And I am really a plain vanilla sock type of gal. I don't do the designs. I feel like nobody will see the designs or appreciate the designs. But, so I just do plain sock. And I am I just use double point needles, so nothing fancy. I do heel gusset, or what is that? Heel flap and gusset socks. I don't do any afterthought heels or anything like that. Although I did come across a pattern with one, and I think I might like to try that sometime. So the yarn for this is Premier Yarns. It's wool-free sock yarn. And this is in the colorway Cottage Garden. I have another pair of socks on the go. I have all my yarns tangled up. This is being knit with a sock blank, and this is going to be a shorty. Let that focus. And you can see the heel flap and gusset that's going on there. And I'm knitting this out of a sock blank, and here's what the sock blank looks like. It's a single sock blank, and I'm really loving how the colors are working up on that. So that's one bag. Then I have another bag, and I bought this from an Etsy shop, and it's called Quilt. Oh, I don't have my glasses on, I'm sorry. Quilt and Knit Craft. Oh, this isn't socks. This is a sweater that I'm making, and I don't have the piece to go with it. Sorry about that. That piece is somewhere else, and I'll have to get to that later. Last podcast, I mentioned my daughter went to Colorado, and she got me a yarn, locally hand-dyed yarn. Anyway, so this is the project bag that I'm keeping this in. And I couldn't wait. I know I was going to show you the skein, but I couldn't wait, or the hank. But this is the yarn. It's like a minty green with reds and olive greens and yellows and oranges in it. And I did start a sock. This is actually going to be a pair of socks for Christmas. So I already got the cuff done. I'm working on the leg. And this yarn is called Nerd String. The colorway is For the Birds. So that's another pair of socks I have on the go. So we are working on that. Oops, dropped my needle, sorry. I have another bag with 2 pairs of socks in it. This is a sock that I've already made. And it is made with Match 100. This is a Mary Maxim yarn, so I need to make the mate. Here is another sock that is finished, but I also need to make the mate to that, and I'm making that with Regia. It is a season color. It doesn't have a name, it just has a number 09413, but it's the red, gray, and off-white season color. So I have those socks on the go. Then I have this bag here. It has a lot of really nifty sayings. If I knit fast enough, does it count as aerobics? Life is short, knit fast, turn strings into things. It's a cute little bag. And I have this sock, which is actually just about finished. I just need to graft the toes. And I already started the second sock, so that is on the needles. And that is from some yarn that I ordered from Italy. It is Townhouse Yarns. It is from a yarn shop in Dublin, Italy. I forget the name of the shop. This is Pink Salt Lakes, 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. So I've got those socks on the go. I have another cute bag that I ordered from Ginger Snap. This is an Etsy shop based out of Canada. And it comes with a little notions pouch. And I'm working off of a sock blank that I also ordered from Ginger Snap. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at the colors in that. The leaves. So this is how this is working up. Isn't that pretty? I just love the splash of colors that it has. The fall colors. So that's another set of socks on the go. I have this cute little bag here. It's a bunch of cats watching a movie, eating popcorn. And in this bag, I have a sock that is finished. Here's the sock with the progress keepers on it. And the second sock on its way. I'm probably pretty close to doing the heel flap and gusset. And this yarn is a Cascade Yarn Heritage Prints, 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon. And this is the yarn. The color is Heritage Prints Lights. I think that's what it says, just lights. So we have that. Excuse me for a minute, I dropped another needle. So as you can see, I really do have a lot of works in progress. I have another one. Let me pull that one out. Keeping it in this bag with the chevrons. And, well, this is just started. This is actually going to be a pair of fingerless mitts. So I think that's probably about it for my works in progress, besides all the other things that I'm always working on. I do think I need to make a list and start prioritizing, because I need to get some of those completed for Christmas, and some of those are for me, so no rush for that. Anyways, that is probably it for my projects. So I guess that's it for the projects. I do have some acquisitions. I did receive a gift card for Hobby Lobby because of the donations that I've been making. And of course I turned that right back into more yarn for the preemie sets and the newborn sets, and used some coupons. Here is some of the yarn I got. I needed some for little boy. This is Baby Bee Sweet Delights Baby Camo. So that'll work good for little boy. And this is also Baby Bee Sweet Delights Neutral Multi. Then Baby Bee Sweet Delights Gray Multi. And this is a little girl one, Sweet Delights Prince Baby Cake. I've used this before and it works up super duper pretty. Sorry for the rustling of the bag. Today I went to Michael's. I did stack up some coupons with some, not Hobby Lobby, but Joann's coupons. I had to get some needles, some large gauge needles that I need for some hats that I want to make. But I did also get some Caron Jumbo, and this colorway is chocolate multicolor. I got this for the boys' hats for the middle school children. I know this isn't yarn related, but I thought this was a good deal. It's 5 bags for $5, so I got some Christmas gift bags. I thought I would use those for my co-workers, since they're all getting the same thing. They're going to be getting slippers and some cup towels with the towel toppers, so they can use them over their stove or drawer handles. Well, that is it for the podcast for today. We are at 23 minutes just about. I think I would like to start something. I did notice this on a podcast that I came across. I think I'd like to start a section where we ask Mimi. So if you have any questions to ask me, please go ahead and post them down below, or shoot me an email at yarningwithmimi@gmail.com. And we will have a section during the podcast for Ask Mimi. I will try to answer 1 or 2 questions each podcast. If we get a lot of questions, then maybe we'll just do a separate podcast. So please, or not please, but thank you again for joining me and spending a little bit of time talking about yarn and my love of yarn, knitting and crochet. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit the subscribe button and give this a thumbs up. I'd like to get the word out and get some more subscribers. As always, please enjoy yourselves and enjoy your knitting, and always show and spread the kindness. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a very nice rest of the weekend and week coming up. Bye for now.